Packers.
Whew.
Jordan Love good.
Well,
Look, my initial evaluation of him coming out was he wasn't going to be good. And I revised it after seeing him play, talking to him, watching him this summer. I thought he had a chance to be a decent, not great, but a good quarterback. And now I'm worried about my revised evaluation.
Well, how concerned are you about the lack of depth at the offensive tackle positions?
Well, I mean, they played this one tackle was a starting tackle. It was Zach Tom. He played.
But Rasheed Walker's number 3?
He's 2. He's their number 2 tackle. But Max Crosby's going to make a lot of tackles look bad. He held the ball. He's not going through his progression. He's not going through his progressions quick enough. He holds the ball. And I just think that
he didn't even see the backside defender on that terrible interception.
That was, that it was funny because when I watched it, it reminded me of a play when I was there this summer, but it wasn't the same because in that play, when I was there in the summer, in the first play of the 11-on-11 drill, he turned his back on a play fake and fired a shot into the middle of the field, and the linebacker picked it off. And I talked to him afterwards. I said, I hate those plays. I hate plays when young quarterbacks have to turn their backs. He didn't like it either. So last night I'm watching the play, and I'm like, he didn't turn his back. He just didn't see him. And those are the little mistakes that you can't make. And when he made that mistake when I was there, those guys got on him.
You said Jair was yelling at him?
They were screaming at him, get your head out of your you-know-what. I mean, it was bad. And they said it was all to get him going, and he's not bothered by that stuff, but he's a better player than he's showing. I mean, if you go back and look at the last play of the game where the guy's open in the end zone, by the time he got out, he couldn't really make that throw. When Watson beat the defensive back. If you go back and look at that, the crosser's wide open for about what might have scored too, about the 15-yard line, and he doesn't even see him. Because I get it, the guy was open, but that's a hard throw to make when you're rolling to your left.
You know what? We make fun of Sam Darnold for saying that, he saw ghosts, but a lot of quarterbacks will tell you that, like young quarterbacks especially. Like sometimes you just don't see anything because you're pressing so much. So I'm not out on him, but I mean it's not great.
You were in on him when he came out.
I got to. I go over the cliff with the quarterback, so I got a long train head for the Grand Canyon right now.
You know what though? You hold on for a long ride before you go off the cliff with him.
That's right. We're Thelma and Louise in it, guys.
I'm not,
you're Ryan and Macking it over the cliff right now.
One of the producers asked me. They said, "Oh, Jordan Love's finished." I go, "After 5 games, you're done with him? Are you really going to give him at least a year, and then you could make that claim?"
Well, what if Aaron Jones comes back? Because one thing he does is gives Love a little security blanket out of the backfield. AJ Dillon absolutely does not. I don't know if Dillon got targeted last night. No, he didn't catch a pass. Do you think that will help Jordan?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. You saw it in the what was it, week 1, where he lined him up in the slot and he caught the pass in the middle of the field. The other thing, and I'm guilty as this as anybody, the rookie tight ends, a lot of people thought Musgrave and even Kincaid were going to change the dynamic of their team's offenses a little bit. He was they took him out of that game last night. By the end of the game,
was
they
giving
were
him the business on the sideline at one point.
Yeah, and by the end of the game, they were playing the other tight end. So that's a concern because they thought they'd get that. I don't understand why he didn't go to Reed more in the slot last night. That's the one that's concerning to me because they were down Hobbs, and so you attacked that spot and they didn't do it. I think he had 1 catch, and did he even have more? I think he might only have 1 target. That made no sense.
He had 1 that he dropped or like on the left sideline, I think. But yeah, I'm with you. It was. I mean, is it fair to ask about Matt LaFleur as a play caller at all?
No, it's hard to call plays when you're
throwing interceptions in the middle.
Reed had 2 targets and one catch.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to call plays when you're unsure about your offensive line and your quarterback.
You don't trust your quarterback.
Yeah, until you get a good feel for him, it's hard to call plays. I just thought they would have called more stuff down the field vertically. Get the ball out, take the big shots. You get them, you get them. If not, they knock them away. That kind of stuff, and they didn't do a lot of that either.
I will say, I mean, it's one of those things that can turn too. Like if Christian Watson had gotten in on that deep ball where Marcus Peters got called for the horse collar and they ended up kicking a field goal because they couldn't score, maybe that changes the tenor of the game. We're not quite so hard on Jordan Love. Great play by Marcus Peters. Thank God no one got hurt. But those little things also sort of add up by the time you're also.
Felt like he underthrew that. He underthrew that too. Like if he'd led Watson a little bit, am I wrong there?
Yeah, no, that was a good throw. But he missed another long throw where he had him in the middle of the field that would have been a touchdown, and he missed that one because he had a guy beat down right in his face. But the thing about that play, everybody's going to do that. You're always going to pull him down and take the penalty because it's a touchdown.
It's a 3-yard penalty.
So is that something that the league should look at? If you pull somebody down from behind as a horse collar?
You just hope no one gets hurt. That's the only thing.
Well, no, but I mean, like, it's sort of like pass interference in college where if you're beat, you should just grab the guy because it's a 15-yard penalty instead of a bomb touchdown. Like, Marcus Peters saved them 4 points or at least 3 points, and it only cost him 3 yards versus like 15 yards. It's no brainer you pull him down like that.
Here's the other part of that. What the hell was the play calling when they got down there? They ran Dillon twice and then asked the quarterback to make a play.
That's not Jordan's
fault. More predictable.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Matt LaFleur, a little bit of criticism.